The backstory. What was happening here?
I'm still going to therapy for this. I got therapy, but hold on. Take two.
Oh yeah, so you never did the last time. Are you saying the show name now?
Saying the show name. Does the show have a name?
You told me you had a name yesterday.
It's called the show.
Exactly.
Yeah. It's just a show.
Are
But
you
I
gonna
haven't.
say it for the camera?
I don't know. I haven't gotten
Is it
that
a
far.
secret?
I haven't gotten that far. No, it's the hardest thing I've struggled with. I can't find a name for the show.
Okay.
Alright?
You can just name it KareemBwoyatingz, for the entire series, No? Okay.
Alright, Mr. Atings, are you ready?
Yes.
Yeah? Don't look at my screen. You can't.
Are you going to be right there?
Oh, huh?
Oh, okay.
I'm right here.
Oh,
Right
okay.
here.
Vibes. Yeah.
Unless you want me to come on the call.
Oh, no, you don't have to. It's fine. It's okay.
Are you sure? Because you seem like
I'm
you're
positive.
disappointed.
I mean, I don't like other men on coaches with me. I'm sorry.
Alright, you know what? Let's start off with the question of the day. So we start every video with a fun question before I even intro the
What is
guest.
your show called?
The show is called The Show, just with TOMOTV. It took me 4 weeks to find that name.
The show.
The Show. That's all I came up with. To be fair, I didn't come up with it. I put it on Instagram. People named it,
It was
and
called The Show.
somebody answered it. They said, "Yo, The Show with TOMOTV."
Yeah.
So
I can
imagine.
just call it Boyatingz. I don't know.
Yeah. Anyway,
Yeah,
question of the
sorry.
day: if you're out and if you're out on a date,
Mm.
right, and you turn your phone face down, what does that mean?
That I'm respecting you, and I don't want you to feel like, because I do get a lot of notifications, and I don't know if you guys saw it earlier, but I have this weird thing where my lights flash.
Yeah.
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 So if I have my phone down, it's just really to respect the space and the time.
Okay.
We're sharing. You know what I'm saying?
Alright, so
But if a woman do it to me, that means you have a bag of man.
I went out with some friends recently,
Yeah.
and I had my phone face down. Just because I'm out with friends, I don't want to be like, engaging on my phone.
Yeah.
I want to be engaging people around me. I put my phone face down, and they all attacked me. Like, yo, what you share? What you have to hide? I'm like, first of all, none of you are my woman, so why
I
would
mean,
I
you're
have to
light skin,
hide?
so I can understand.
It's a light skin thing.
Yeah.
Wow, I didn't.
But I do it just because I do have ADHD, so I constantly have to be moving around. So if
Yeah.
I see a notification, even mid-convo, no matter what I'm doing, I'm going to check it.
You just check it.
Some of us prefer to just have it face down.
Are you one of those? Are you one of those that like you zone out when you're on your phone? Like you have no idea what's going on around you? Because I am that way.
I zone out all the time.
Really?
Even like in this interview, I was probably zone out 3 times. Not to lie.
That's fair. That's fair. That's one of the reasons also why I put my phone face down.
Yeah.
Like, while I'm talking to you, my phone is face down right now because once I start doing this, I can't focus on you anymore.
Good.
And then that'd be a problem.
Right. Actual factual.
Okay, so you don't think so? You say if you do it, it's just because you want to respect the space. If
But
a
if
girl,
someone do
if
it,
a
it's a
girl
bag of
do
man
it,
and text her.
is a bag of man.
Of course.
Makes sense. Guys, that's how we're starting the episode with the one, the only KareemBwoyatingz. Now, I have told him nothing about this show other than like a very vague outline of what we're doing today. So, first of all, sir, I want to start off with some praise, some appreciation, right?
Oh, I thought you
And
were going to say praise and worship. Because I'm
praise and worship.
Yeah, I'm just like, what?
No, sir.
Okay,
No,
sorry.
sir. All right, so look at the appreciation. First of all, I haven't done it yet. I'm going to do it right now. You are the first person I've had here who I've given the honor of. You ready?
What is that? I'm so freaked out.
My blue light. My blue light. You know why? Because I know you're a JC man.
I was about
know.
to say that. I mean, I wear my JC band.
There you
everywhere I
go. There you go.
So thank you so much. I do appreciate it.
Got
next
you.
time, if we can have like a JC flag right here,
Ah.
that would be amazing.
All right, you see, this is why man always take things too far, right? So you're the first person I've given you my blue light. I only ever use the blue light, but this time I'm taking the red light.
Yeah.
So that's just for you.
Love that.
There
Love
you go.
that. And I
Now-
also got drinks.
You also got your drink.
Yeah.
First of all, you thinking that you had to explain to me what a Long Beach was?
Yeah.
Sir, my Long Island.
Because here's the thing, enough people know only about Long Island, right?
Mm-hmm.
So when I say a Long Beach, it's like, wait, are you talking about Long Island?
Yeah.
And they may have to explain Long Island is a substitute of the soda for the cranberry.
Yeah, so instead of what, the Pepsi or Coke, you have cranberry.
The cranberry in the Long
Okay.
Beach.
All right. Look a bit of appreciation. I'm always stuck in like a weird space when it comes to asking people for things and asking for favors. And I've had cases where, no shade, I've asked friends to come here and like do recordings with me, and they've been unavailable or they, can't show up, whatever reason. You showed up without a second guess. You just said, I said, yo, I'm doing this. You said, yo, I'm there.
Yeah, yo, here's the funny thing about this. I know people watching this, trust me, they're gonna beat me, because I do have some people that they've asked me and it's just have taken a long while, or it's just never happened as yet. But it depends on where I'm at mentally, right?
Yeah.
So you happen to ask me when I'm in a very good mood.
Nice.
And then I rate you. It's a good you, because if I do ask you to come on my show, then you would do it at the drop of a hat. So of course I would do it.
All right. Well, I appreciate that. So people would not have known, but I've been thinking about this show for God knows how long, probably like a year now. And the moment I hadn't thought, because of you and who you are with your podcast and everything, you were probably the first person I think I messaged. I'm just like, yo, I need advice. How do I do a show? Because I respect your show so much for so many different reasons, and I make sure I wrote them down because I'm somebody who will forget to say certain things. Right? So your show, first of all, your setup is incredible.
Thank you.
You always seem to have the best locations. You always seem to have fun, entertaining, interesting guests, which is something that I want to implement as well, which is of course why I'm calling you first. Because if anybody can give advice, it's going to be you, which is why I call you Guru. You know that. So that's my nickname for Kareem. It's Guru. This guy knows everything about having a show and hosting a show. So my question is, how is it that you always seem so well informed? Because whenever I watch your interviews, you always seem to know when to ask and how to ask the right questions. How do you get? Is it the case where you prepare so much before that you just know what to ask, or is it the case that when the interview is happening that you?
Wow, good question, by the way. It's both. For me, my producers, for anyone on my radio shows or for my podcast, can tell you that. Well, firstly, I used to produce my radio shows by myself.
Yeah.
So every single thing I used to do by myself. I never had a producer. I used to just prepare for everything by myself. So doing the podcast was like second nature to me. Okay. But for me, my producers now can tell you I would prefer to be overly knowledgeable than anything else. I would want you to give me all the information. And sometimes them cost me because sometimes I don't ask anything that's on the paper. Yeah. But I would prefer to have it just in the event that I have to divert to it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No. It's funny that you said that because when you had me on your show, right? Your producers also gave me a paper of all the things that you would ask and whatever, and all the information like the background stuff. And I realized while we were doing it that you basically weren't looking at it.
Yeah. And it's something that, like oftentimes they would say to me, Kareem, you know what, we're just giving you this just to give you sake. Yeah. But for me...
Because it's our job.
Yeah, but I would like to... Because here's the thing. I can have something on the paper that is going to ask you about tennis, right? And then you go into the love for your mom. Yeah. And on the paper, every single thing else is about tennis. Yeah. But that's a good thing because some interviewers... They would only ask you what's on the paper and everything that you're saying goes out the way and then they're not following what you're saying. Yeah.
It's also less fun to watch or listen to.
Right. Like it just feels so kind of stoic and just weird. Yeah. So me, I will just go with the flow of what you're saying. And I think I like to have conversations rather than having interviews. Prepared per se, to be honest with you.
Okay. All right. That's an excellent answer. I'm going to make sure I take that as well. So be prepared, but also be prepared to go on the fly.
And then some guests will throw you off, some guests, you would prepare to ask them about maybe a stage show. And they're just going, good timing. I love that.
What is even that?
I love the mess. It sounds like a starter to a porn. I'm sorry. Right. And they would just kind of go off on a tangent about, the downfalls of the music industry, or just not.
So you have to know how to pivot.
You have to know how to pivot, but enough people really don't know that because they're looking or they're paying so much keen attention to what is written for them prior. Yeah. And once again, I don't like things to feel like it's a question and answer.
I like that. All right, so that's something I'll make sure I implement as well in this show. Now, I should let you know I was nervous to have you here.
Why?
Because
We talk all the time.
because
We
again,
all the time.
yeah, but because I respect your show so much and how well you do it that
Yeah.
I wanted to make sure that I had my P's and Q's. I was on my P's and Q's. For whatever. So I wanted to make sure I had good lights, I had a good conversation, I had good cameras, I had good everything.
And the drink.
And the good drinks. There you go. Right? So I wanted to make sure. Now, me living up to that standard, right? And all that being said before, I do have a goal for you that you haven't done yet. Right? I have an ambition for you.
Okay.
You're a man that loves his track and field, and you're very knowledgeable about your track and field, right?
Yeah.
My dream for you is to be traveling to like the biggest track and field events, like the Diamond League and everything, and doing like sit downs with all the athletes. Like you get your own setup there. You have your own Boyatingz section there where you can sit down with all the athletes and have them like back and forth, like fun questions, whatever it is. You know, during the meet, before the meet, after the meet, whatever it is.
Yeah.
Right? That's my dream for you. Isn't that something you could do?
This might be my best interview yet. I
Really?
must just say. Because even when I was sitting here, I was watching, but prior to us starting to shoot, I was watching a meet.
Yeah.
I think the only thing in this life, other than my mother or my sister, that brings me like genuine joy is really track and field.
Yeah.
Because when my father passed away almost 2 years ago, the only thing that I wanted to do or could do was to go to track meets. And people wouldn't understand it. Like in the midst of him dying was like the national trials and a bag of track meets, and the only thing that I could do is go to the stadium and watch those meets. It does something to me, and that is a dream. So when you're saying that to me, I like in my mind, I was almost getting sort of emotional because it's something that I think that I would definitely want to do.
Yeah.
It's something that I would definitely want to do. And it's like,
I think it's something that you'll be good at.
Actual factual. You know, I just kind of feel like I'm tired of hearing the same generic questions. Always a race.
Yeah.
You know, tell us about, whatever, and it's gonna always be the same answer. Oh, I came out here to do what my coach told me to do. Execute.
Yeah, because I can tell you as an athlete, you're trained to answer questions.
To answer those questions, right?
Yeah.
But for me, obviously, because I love the sport so much, I would like to know some weird things.
Yeah, you would ask some really good questions.
Yeah.
Some questions that nobody would think of, but when you ask them, you'd be like, oh yeah, I do want to know.
Yeah, like
what that means.
Even something as small as you're here, your preparation today, like physically.
Yeah.
Because these are things that I do pay attention to.
Yeah.
Like what kind of hairstyle I wear today.
I don't want to know like, yo, what songs are you listening to before you race?
Thank you.
I don't want to
know. Like what was in your earpods before you went on the track? What was in your mind in the right at the line during the race? I remember doing an interview on my podcast for this season with Sharika Jackson and Hansa Parchment, and I remember asking, I think it was Sharika, about what was going through your mind during the races, because that's something that I always want to know.
Yeah.
Like when you're run, are you talking to yourself? It's just 21 seconds or like 10 seconds, but are you talking to yourself during the phases?
Yeah.
These are things that I want to know.
I wish that would have been a question that somebody asked me while I was playing professionally, because I would give you the most outrageous answers.
And I want to know them. I want to know them.
When I'm playing a match, it doesn't matter who I'm playing against, I will think about the most arbitrary things, and before the match, you'll be like, Simon looks so pensive. He looks like he's thinking really hard. And in my head, I'm just thinking, why the McDonald's logo look good? I'm thinking of some random shit.
And that's what I want to hear after a race.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, to that point, that's something that I would definitely want to do. And by the grace of God, it will happen.
I hope you do it. That's something that I would personally look forward to. So
Indeed.
having a Boyatingz show at every Diamond League, at every major competition, World Championships, Olympics, that kind of thing, that would be hilarious.
I would definitely do it.
That'd be hilarious.
Like, no jokes. Any company I watch right now,
Facts. All right, so you called some names a while ago, and I'm doing a you right now. I have an order of what I want to go in, but you've changed the order on me, and we're just going to roll with the punches, right?
Yeah.
So my question now is, you called some names like Sharika a while ago, and first of all, I love Sharika to death.
Same.
You've hung out with a lot of notable track and field athletes.
Mm-hmm.
Which of those track and field athletes do you think has like the best vibes?
Locally or internationally?
Anyone that you've met.
Okay,
Call a name if you want.
So it's two for me.
Okay.
Sherika for sure.
Sherika, yes, I agree.
Sherika and I, we can just be right here in this empty room and we can just laugh about anything.
I feel like people don't know how funny Sherika is.
Bro,
Sherika's hilarious.
Understand, like,
Hilarious.
because people see her as this person who's so serious.
Yeah.
Sherika is the most hilarious person you can think of.
Yeah,
right?
so me and Sherika were at UT at the same time,
Yeah.
right? And I would train with MVP sometimes for table tennis, like trying
Yeah.
to get like my speed up for table tennis. So I train with MVP. Sherika, everybody would always say like, yo, she always so serious. And it's like, she don't want to talk to them. I'm just like, Sherika Jackson?
She's never serious.
I'm just like,
She's never serious.
Sherika Jackson?
She's always joking around. Like, no matter what we're both going through, and we message each other, we'll always find something to laugh about. I was talking to her last night too. It's so weird. Outside of that, no one else.
No, so I thought you were going to say that. I saw the two of you. I thought you posted something at like a party last year.
Bro, so Sherika and I promised her that after she came back from having that great season at the World Championship and thing, I was like, yo, when I come back before you start our training, we're going to go outside walk on the road. So there was this party that my bridging that I keep, and I said to her, yo, we're going to go to this event next, right? And she said, oh, Noah and Janelle Bloomfield, his girlfriend, will be in Jamaica. She and Janelle, they're really close friends. I said, all right. So she's like, can they come to the party? I said, of course. They want forward, man, we'll go all about it. I've been a fan of Noah because I'm a fan of track and field. I don't care where you're from. I don't care what anybody else have to say. I will always cheer for you if I see something to cheer for, right?
Quick pause when you said that. I have seen the same thing you've seen, the hate towards
Of
Noah and
course.
everything. I don't understand why. The only thing that I would say that he said that I'm just like, alright, you're kind of moving crazy now. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to break bold. Record.
Yeah.
He said it, last season?
Yeah.
And I was just like,
He's been saying it.
Yeah, I said, alright, that's a little bit crazy. But other than that, if you are, I don't understand the hate if you are an athlete and you're actually performing and winning and doing all the things.
Yeah.
Like, why the hate? I don't understand.
You're aspiring to be the greatest, and that is
Exactly.
fine. And he has, to my knowledge, I don't think anything that he has said has been disrespectful.
Yeah.
He just said, yo, I want that record, I'm going to come for that record.
Exactly.
And I want it.
And what's wrong with that?
I don't
Nothing.
see anything wrong with that.
But yeah, the vibes is still. It's
So
still
when I
good.
met him, I mean, we've seen his personality, but I know people can put on for the camera. And like, come on, we've seen it. We know a lot of people who put
For
on
sure.
for the camera.
For sure.
I saw that man the first thing he said, yo, bro, I love your fit. I'm like, okay, right, you know, going to the party. I kid you that. We're there for about 3 hours. No one danced for the entire 3 hours.
Nice.
Like, he is such a vibe.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, Noah is like that kid still in a big age who just wants to enjoy life.
I love how you said that because I was going to say the same thing where he is such an anime nerd.
Yes, and people don't even understand.
I'm just like when I saw him, I think it was World Championships last year or year not last year's World Championships, the one before when he had the gray hair.
The hair and
I was just like,
excitement,
because that's Ultra Instinct Goku.
Yeah,
I'm just
yeah.
like, my boy.
And people don't even understand, but he's a vibe, bro. Like he has such a peaceful spirit, right?
Yeah.
And I'm not a people person like that until I get to know you. But from that first instant, when I tell you, he was enjoying the culture.
Yeah.
You know, and for me,
I saw him with the Jamaican dancers
of
too. I was
course,
like, alright, my boy.
like, that maybe said to him, say, yo, the drift next, and he's going to really take it seriously, right?
First of all,
for
hold on.
sure,
Janelle, big up yourself for teaching him those dances.
Of
It
course.
had to have been you. Could be
Of
nobody
course
else.
that she.
But yeah.
And she's also a vibe too. Like she
For sure.
really was just that night. I think was one of my best times in 2023.
Yeah.
Bar none.
Aside, I could tell based on what you posted that first of all, you're enjoying yourself, and second of all, Noah is a cool guy.
Noah was dancing to Fantasia. I put the picture in the mirror, and he was having a whole choreography, and I was like, bro, how do you find so much energy?
Yeah.
Vibes.
It's all the training.
You know, and vibes.
All right. Well, thank you so much for answering those questions. I appreciate that. And some really good answers.
People, I'm very nervous by the way because well, not nervous. I'm kind of anxious because I don't know what we're going to be.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I've come to realize is that both of us always seem to have the same crushes.
Unfortunately, you see, I don't understand why.
We have good taste. We have good.
taste. I just kind of feel like you're just trying to be like me.
I mean, based on this show, that's kind of true, but don't say it like
I'm
that.
talking about
Don't
my
say it like
crushes.
that.
Everybody, I've never seen him say, "Oh, she's my crush." Every single person I said, "This is my crush."
Yeah.
Like, oh, she's my crush too.
So what happens, just so everybody who's watching knows, is that both of us, first of all, we seem to watch the same shows. We do watch track and field. And whenever I see a beautiful woman come on screen, my first thing is I'm a tweet, yo, Shawnee Miller Weibo? Yes. The answer is yes. And then I'll see a reply come in 32 seconds later, KareemBwoyatingz. Yo, don't look at my girl. I'm like, come on, bro.
I don't think that you're just trying to follow my footsteps, so it's fine. It's okay.
You know what?
Yeah,
Whatever.
Sure.
Whatever. All right, so this segment right now, we are doing our top 5. We are going with our top 5 track and field crushes or top 5 celebrity crushes. So I want to know if your list is valid right now. I want to know if you really do have the good taste. So which one you want to start with? Track and field or track and field?
I can just use my phone just real quick.
Yeah, for sure. All right, so we are going to exchange boards. And again, I apologize for my handwriting,
I'm sure
but do your best. Ready?
Okay, let's go.
All right, so you read out my top 5 first.
Yo, I was about to put these two.
Yeah?
I swear to God. Okay, so yours, Shawnee Miller Weibo.
Love her.
Yeah, I know you do love her.
First of all, whenever I see her on screen,
Yeah.
me and Antonique are good friends.
Yeah.
I message her every single time.
She's a beautiful woman.
oh.
She's a beautiful woman.
Oh.
And she is so naturally beautiful.
Yeah, and she's beautiful and she's so good.
Yeah.
200 meter, 400 meter, my girl will run
And that's
down
what attracts
anybody.
me to athletes more than their looks. It's really your accomplishments or how.
Yeah, you have to be good.
Yeah,
You have to be good. I can't be in love with
Yeah.
you and you can't win a race.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah. Okay, so Alison Felix. Love her too.
Yes.
Absolutely love her.
Yes.
Blanca, listen, if we don't know anything more track and field, Blanca had the personality of all personalities.
Yeah.
Like even before like Bolt and like Shelly and things like that.
Blanca was that girl.
Blanca used to just dance after everything.
Yeah.
Even if she dropped on the bar, she'd dance.
Yeah.
So
And
Blanca
first of
for
all,
sure.
her eyes, whenever they would show up.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
How do I forget her?
I'm telling you.
Tara Davis-Woodall, love her too.
Yeah.
She's married.
And
to
she have
Hunter.
a vibe.
Her personality is so infectious. Like she would just be hyping herself up all the time.
Yeah, she's always ready for the vibes.
Always. Oh my God, clever. Here's the thing. I remember her after I finished my list.
Yeah. Beautiful.
Babe,
Beautiful.
if you're watching this, I love you.
Alright, let me go through your top 5. I saw your number 1, yes, but your number 2 is what really killed me. Your first one, Alexis Holmes. The answer is yes.
Always this.
The answer is yes.
Always this.
The second one, I'm going to save for last because it pisses me off that
That you never remember?
I didn't write her name.
See that?
Third, the GOAT.
Even though she's married.
Shelly and Fraser Price.
Come on.
Pocket Rocket.
Come on.
Mommy Rocket. Oh my God.
Come on. Gorgeous.
This one we have in common,
Yeah.
Alison Felix,
For
because you can't.
Because why not?
You cannot.
Because why not?
And last, well, not last, but Kenny Harrison.
Kenny Harrison.
First of all, I want to be hurdled by Kenny Harrison. I don't know what that means, but I'm saying it. I want him to jump over me the same way. That's why I just want to look up and be like, yeah.
Bro, Kenny Harrison is a gorgeous woman, bro.
She is.
And just her story for me.
Have you met her personally?
No.
Me neither. I don't know her.
I would love to.
I want to know her personality.
Pretty bad.
Wow. All right, and last but not least, and this is the one that really hurt me the most, and I refuse to call her married name.
I don't care.
Sydney McLaughlin.
Sydney McLaughlin
Sydney?
Bro.
Sydney.
I would drink her bathwater. I'm so sorry. Guys, I don't know
what I'm saying.
It's
You know what I'm saying?
I would blame it on the long
I almost
beach, okay?
judged you until I was just like, would I? Yeah.
Brother.
Yeah.
Effortlessly beautiful, bro.
Oh my God. And again, so good. So
Sydney
good.
McLaughlin is the epitome of a great collegiate athlete who transitioned
Yes.
into pro. And for that, I'll forever be a fan.
And first of all, that back and forth between her and Dalila.
Yeah.
And Femke Bowl.
Love it.
I'm just like, I am here for this three-way rivalry anyway it comes.
It really gets my heart pumping.
It does.
Yeah.
It does. It makes watching the World Championships, the Olympics that much better because it's no longer just about the 100 meter.
Yeah.
Right?
I mean, you may really never know who's going to win.
You don't.
You're just like, oh, I would love Sydney to win, but I mean, Femke Ball.
Femke is a beast.
Brother, Femke Ball is that athlete who you just never bet against.
Ridiculous.
Ever.
Ridiculous. All right, well, that was the top 5 track and field athletes. Thank you so much for participating. It's nice to know you have good taste.
I mean, come on. I mean, at least we had Alyssa Felix together.
But the thing is, I think if you could take my top 5, you would.
Of course I would.
Definitely take your top 5.
Of course, brother. Every single person on that list, I really do have a crush on.
There you go.
In real life.
There you go. All right, guys. Hope you enjoyed that. So we're going top 5 celebrity crushes right now.
This is very hard.
It was hard. It was.
Celebrity can be anybody.
Exactly. It's hard to, and worse to narrow down to 5. But let's see what we got. So let's switch boards.
I had more than 5. What?
Okay, so perfect. All right, so you had more than 5. That's excellent because I have a group of celebrities that I consider to be untouchables.
Yeah.
You cannot compare them to anybody else.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So my untouchables are Beyonce.
She's on my list.
Number 1 on my list. She's number 1 in your list.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, come on, Beyonce.
Exactly, but I can't. It's unfair. You put anybody next to Beyonce, I'm choosing Beyonce.
Same. Here's the thing, Beyonce, right, is, and has always been like my crush from she was in Destiny's Child.
Yes.
Love Beyonce. She's been fine all of her life.
I
had to put her there.
Before going to school, prep school, watching Bootylicious. I was just like,
bro.
I say, this is the peak of.
Yeah, the pink.
Come on.
And the blonde hair with the pink. Oh my God. Okay.
But yeah, so untouchables for me, I have Beyonce, Zendaya.
She was going to be on my list too.
Again, number 2 on your list, Halle Berry.
Ooh.
First of all, Halle Berry, when I reached that point in life where I was just like, I know that this is what I want in life, it was Halle Berry.
Bro, Halle Berry has been fine. Halle Berry's number 50s.
From day, and she's still fine.
Still fine. Bro, Halle Berry, for me, peak Halle Berry is with the low cut, with the curls.
Yeah. Oh, you're talking about Catwoman Halle Berry.
Divine.
Look here. Catwoman Halle Berry had me in a chokehold.
I call those women vintage women for me.
Oh my days. Fine wine.
Yeah.
Finally, Rihanna and J-Lo.
Here's the thing. I was going to put Rihanna and I was also going to put J-Lo. But for me, because I already had Beyonce and Halle Berry, I'm just like, J-Lo is also in that vintage category.
Yes.
Yeah?
Yes.
Yeah.
So that's why they aren't on that list. Because they are to me untouchable.
But you see, so we do have the same taste.
We do have the same taste.
Okay.
All right, so you go through mine first.
Right, so Sydney Sweeney.
Yes. I'm developing that crush right now. First of all, again, I didn't watch Euphoria.
Yeah.
I didn't watch Euphoria. I know her from that movie that she has now with I don't even know the guy's name, but a hilarious movie. It'll be on screen for you guys to see.
I love Sydney from Euphoria, and I got on Euphoria train very late because I'm not really like a movies, TV show type of guy.
Yeah.
I barely watch TV.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought you were a TV show guy.
No, I barely watch TV, but then I saw people talking about Euphoria, and I checked it out, and her character in that film, for me, I don't care what anybody else wants to say. She's a Yamin and I love Yamin.
Okay.
And it's just beautiful. Beautiful. Okay. Also on your list, number 2, Kat Graham.
Kat Graham, Vampire Diaries. Bonnie.
Yeah. I've never watched Vampire Diaries.
Do you know Kat Graham?
I think I wait before.
Oh.
I think I absolutely do.
Kat Graham is just, when I saw her in Vampire Diaries, I was like, yo, this girl is beautiful. Why?
Yeah, man, I know her. Yeah.
Why isn't she the main character?
Yeah, but I've never watched it, so I can't really tell.
Yeah.
Paula Patton.
Timeless. Paula Patton, timeless. Timeless.
I can't even say what I want to say in her show.
You can say what you want to say, bro. You know, if you won't say it, I saw her in Two Guns. That was with Denzel and Mark Wahlberg.
Yes.
I saw her in Two Guns, and she had like a topless scene with Denzel because they were like lovers and
I
whatever.
remember that it was everywhere back then. 'Cause
I
it was kinda
saw
taboo.
her topless, and I said, Jesus.
No, Paula Patton is. I remember when Paula was with Robin Thicke.
Yes.
I remember that rappers and singers used to use Paula Patton's name in their songs.
Yeah.
Because she is just a timeless beauty.
Mercy.
Love her too. Number 4 on your list, Janae Aiko. Love her too.
Come on.
Love her. But here's my thing.
Can't argue with Janae.
But the reason we never put Jenny, right?
Uh-huh.
The girls who are in this whole spiritual and high frequency vibrations,
Yeah, but she's always been that way.
they're always crazy.
Yeah, but
And
crazy,
it's free.
crazy give you the best.
Actual.
Tell me I'm wrong.
I can concur.
There you go.
Because I mean, I love me some crazy women. I know
Crazy does something to you.
They do something to me. Like, I want you to be crazy. I want you to be calling me right now, and I told you I'm in a shoot, and you pull up at the location, right?
Yeah.
No one excitement, but just pull up like,
Yeah.
oh, but I've been texting you. But I've
And
been
then the fact that like if you pull up, I'm gonna look at you like, oh, so you want me?
Bro!
Like,
oh my god!
Like, oh, you want me to
blushing
yourself?
right
You want me to yourself?
now. Oh my god!
Cool.
At number 5.
Cool.
She should have been on my list, but she wasn't. Shensia.
Shensia. So I'm telling you, working at Zip,
Yeah.
I think it might have been from my first interview to work at Zip. I was just like, yo, so when can we get Shensia on the show? Like when is she coming in? That's what I want. No.
Bro, but tell you something. Anybody that listens to my day show, the E-Zone, even if Shensia puts out trash, I am the defender of the earth. Me can't understand for about money, but I ask guys, I can be a hero.
For sure.
Because for me, Shensia is that girl.
For sure.
Beautiful.
Did you go to the Alpha launch?
Of course I was at the Alpha launch in the Cabanas.
Yeah,
And-
I'm stupid. I saw you there. Yeah.
And I was looking at her like, you're
First of all, I saw her there, and this was the first time seeing her in person. I saw her, and you know, like when a period when everybody trying to get interviews with her and everything, we were there to interview her as well. And I was like moving through the crowd.
Yeah.
And I looked at her, and she looked at me, and everything left me. Cause it was I had to question. I said, "What's my own name?
Bro,
Who am I?"
Bro, fact is, when people were dogging out Jeffrey for the interview with her, and it's like, oh, it wasn't a good interview, and you know, you were shivering in your boots, and I'm just like,
First of all,
shivering in my boots, I would be that person too.
I would also be shivering.
Like, I would be shivering in my boots, in my dunks, in my Crocs. I don't care.
Exactly. First of all, I would do the entire interview like this.
I'm just like, yeah, so my name is Shensia. Oh no, my name is KareemBwoyatingz.
Yeah. I said,
Yeah.
I would start off by saying, I love you.
Like, oh wow, your toes are so beautiful.
Yeah, okay. All right,
I'm a simp.
Let me go through your list now. Okay, so you've got number 1, Beyonce.
Absolute factual.
Untouchable.
Yeah.
Number 2, Halle Berry.
Beautiful.
Untouchable.
Sorry.
Number 3, Nicki Minaj.
Let me just say,
Yeah.
when Nicki Minaj burst on the scene,
Yes.
I was living in New York.
You're talking like 07, 08.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I was in New York, and I lived in Harlem, on 121st Street. Nicki Minaj is from Queens. So it's just like a New York thing. So kind of like a Jamaica thing to support Jamaicans. It's like a New York thing to support New Yorkers. I've been a fan of that woman.
Yeah.
She is beautiful.
She is.
Surgery aside.
That's the I was going to say. The one thing I don't like is the surgery.
Yeah.
I'm just like, you were fine as
So I'm not
hell
talking about
before.
her body, but her face,
Yeah.
bro, she's beautiful. And what I
Yeah.
love about her is, for me, if and people don't understand that I am chaotic as they come. So if it weren't for-
people understand that, by the way. Just so we're clear. People understand that.
brother, I can tell you, it's really my brand that saves me daily.
Yeah.
Right? So when she goes on these rants and people are like, oh, she's crazy. She's a sage like me, and I understand because I would be like that if I didn't have to care about my brand.
The thing is, I see Nicki Minaj, like, she'll tweet something or go on IG Live, and people will want to roast her for it. And I'm looking at them like, Leave her alone.
Me too, bro.
Leave her alone.
I was like, come on.
Yeah, just
She's always right to me. I'm sorry.
I know she's saying some stuff, but relax. It's not that
Bro,
serious.
her craziness turns me on. I can't help it.
I can't help it.
No,
All right. So number 4, you have to explain the slash. You have Julia Roberts. First of all, yes.
Yes.
Second, you have slash Megan Fox. Explain the slash for me.
I love me some beautiful white woman who doesn't give me white women. If you understand what I mean.
I know exactly what you mean.
Yeah. So Julia Roberts.
Yes.
I had a VCR. Yes, I'm old. With Pretty Woman.
Pretty Woman. I thought you were going to say Notting Hill.
No man. No.
I loved her more in Notting Hill.
Pretty Woman for me. I think that movie messed up my psyche.
Yeah.
About what real love is, right?
Yeah.
And I just love her red hair, everything
Yes.
about her. I fell in love. Megan Fox.
For those who know, no kissing on the lips. That's what I was saying.
Yeah.
Megan
Fox to me
Transformers.
embodies just natural beauty.
Jennifer's Body.
Oh my god, Jennifer's body, bro! When people are freaked out about Jennifer's body and it's like, oh yeah, she's so crazy, I'm just like, anything you want to do with my body, you can do.
That's when.
Man.
That's when I saw her in Jennifer's Body. At first, I don't watch them kind of scary movies.
Yeah.
Jennifer's Body. I watched and was like, you know, something must be wrong with me because this is working.
Bro, I'm just like, if you want my blood, you can have my.
Yeah, this is working.
You can have my blood to look younger.
My
again.
days. All right, now this one you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all slash. So you have Blake Lively,
Yes.
Megan Good,
Yes.
Scarlett Johansson.
Yes.
Who's this? Oh, Jessica Alba.
Yes.
And Adriana Lima.
Alright, so Adriana Lima was a model for Victoria's Secrets.
Beautiful.
It's to me, one thing I tell my mom all the time, you bless me with some good eyes.
Yes.
I love some piercing eyes. Just Adriana Lima, her eyes is
Yes.
breathtaking, like she can suck my soul out of my body.
Yeah.
But all those women, if you notice, they're from a different era than now.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not attracted to. I mean, yeah, it's good to look at, but for me, I love me some beauties from the 90s or
Yeah.
the early 2000s
Yeah.
where you really had to be beautiful to stand out.
Facts.
All those women had to be beautiful to stand out.
Yeah.
No, everybody can look good.
Yeah.
You know, social media, the filters, the surgeries, all of that.
Agreed.
Well, the woman, brother, you really had to look good to be, she was a beauty in Hollywood.
Yeah.
And I love, like, I'm from that era of just
Alright.
timeless beauties.
Well, that was our top 5, ladies and gents. Let's see. You can make us know in the comments who's your top 5 celebrity crushes. Who's your top 5 anything.
Yeah.
We want to know. But do you approve of my list? Is my list?
Of course, because all these women on your list, I do agree with.
Okay.
wholeheartedly.
I'm giving you 100% full marks on your list as well. Congratulations. It's just, I mean, we expected it, but we just had to know.
Yeah.
Just had to know.
Oh, I love
All
this,
right.
by the way.
Yeah?
I'm nervous.
You nervous?
Nervous.
Why?
I don't know what I said.
No, man. This is going to be it. Now, me and you are similar in a great deal of things I've come to realize.
What's up, actually?
One of those things is we are Twitter users. Twitter, you know, we're kind of stuck on Twitter.
I love me some Twitter.
Yeah, it's just I think it's because we both love the chaos.
Actual facts.
And
I do
Twitter
believe so.
is
It's chaos every day.
chaos.
24/7.
Non-stop.
All the time.
All right. So, my question for you is,
Yeah.
right, on Twitter, this is a thing that people keep on saying about you. You have to tell
Oh
me
my
if it's
God.
true or not.
I'm
Why do you
nervous.
have so many people blocked on Twitter? Because every other week I see somebody saying, yo, that you from that podcast blocked me because I said X, Y, and Z.
All right. How long do we have?
We got time. Talk
All
to me.
right, hear me out, yeah? If people were following me on social media, so I was on Twitter from I lived in New York, right? I was on Twitter from before Twitter was a thing locally. And for me, I've just always been somebody who just, because in my real life, people don't understand that I went to an all-boys school, that's number one. I was in a group of young men who kept parties. I love to roast people.
Yeah.
So the roasting and the carding and things like that is nothing to me, right?
Exactly. It's not personal. It's just fun.
Definitely not personal.
Yeah.
Like, I used to be one of those people who trolled just to troll's sake.
Yeah, I feel like if we didn't have like the laughing emojis
Yeah.
or back and forth on Twitter, they would think, oh, yo, these guys have
Diff, right?
Them have beef.
But it's just in my nature. I mean, I lived in New York for Christ's sake. Like, you can just walk down the block and people just be trolling you on your feet.
Yeah.
You know, I went to JC. People will troll you all the time. And it's just something that it's just in my nature to troll. Like, I troll my mom every single day.
Of course.
I can't help it. But for me, I kind of feel like
sorry,
people...
pause. How is she, by the way? Stop doing your laundry yet, or?
Absolutely not. Like, why would she?
Sorry. Yeah.
But for me, I feel like the people on Twitter now, on social media now, they're of this notion where it's not really trolling, it's really I'm projecting, right?
Yeah.
So they mask their projection within the trolling and within the joke.
Exactly.
Man, a friend from Athena Paint.
Yeah.
You understand? And for me, I know how I can get, right? Some of my favorite people in like rap or dancehall are people who would take things too far. Like an Eminem, like a Lil Wayne.
Bojo. What's Bojo say? Yeah, Bojo.
Like a Bojo, like a Nas, like a Nicki Minaj, like a Jay-Z, like a Kanye West. People who, if it were in this time and era, people would kind of say, oh, you're going too far.
A bounty killer.
Bounty killer.
Yeah.
Like a cartel. So my type of trolling is just deep.
Yeah.
So I kind of think, because I've been on social media for so long, that I've matured and I've grown past certain things. And I just don't, where I'm at, like mentally and maturely right now, I just don't really partake in certain things, right?
Yeah.
For me, if I don't trouble you, if I don't know you, leave me alone.
Yeah. Don't think because you see me on social media that we are,
Right.
you know, that.
And I hate that people, because they know that you're not in that space anymore,
Yeah.
they will try you because they think they're not going to respond.
Yeah. Okay.
And if anything else other than my immediate family that I love, it's my brand and I love what I do and I love my career, and I just know, not to get too sentimental or emotional, I just know that God has me here where I'm at right now because He wants me here, right? And I've worked too hard to be here.
Facts.
I am not going to mess up my brands because a lot of times when I'm trolling, even recently, like if I respond to something, I'm really just joking. Like,
Yeah.
even if I understand,
Yeah.
right? Like
Alright,
if you don't
so-
understand me, you don't know me.
I know.
People use this whole "I'm just joking" thing as a mask to disrespect you.
Yeah.
Right?
It's facts.
And what I've noticed now on social media is people will. It's like a groupthink. It's like a herd. You don't have this thought of me and you've posted it and I can respect it. You wait until it's something that I've maybe said or I've done and the entire internet is against me.
Yeah.
Until you've,
That's when you want to say what you have to say.
inserted yourself.
Yeah.
If you disrespect me in a relationship report, I will go to hell and back.
Yeah.
And I've joked about it many times. That I feel like sometimes that Staten and I went to JC together. You can talk about, oh, I hate your hat, and I'll say, I hate how your mother's fat. Is it right? So yeah, brother,
The answer is no.
it's definitely not right, right?
Definitely not right.
But for me, I've always said, you can't step on my toes and expect that I'm going to just step back on your shoe.
Yeah.
And to say...
So you think you will go there?
So I will go there. And
Okay.
because of where I'm at in my life,
Yeah.
mentally, spiritually, professionally,
Grammatically.
grammatically, I just don't feel like I'm going to, be drawn back into that space.
Yeah.
So for me, I'm going to block you.
Okay.
Mark
So
it back.
that draws me into the next thing, right? What do you think is the worst back and forth that you've had on Twitter? Now, I'll give you time to think. I'll tell you mine. Zine? Now, back in the day, back when I had the lockdown going on, right? And entertainment was locked down completely.
Oh,
Zine?
God. Yeah, I
This
hear that.
was around the same time that we were having the debate on the minimum wage in Jamaica.
Yeah.
And it was everybody saying online, minimum wage is definitely not livable. we can't do minimum wage. We need
It's
to have a
factual.
lot more, right?
Yeah.
This was when entertainment was locked down. So there was
Yeah.
no parties during COVID. There was nothing happening during COVID.
Yeah.
And this debate was going on about minimum wage. And then, shortly after, maybe like a week after, entertainment was reopened. So the government then said, yo, yeah, entertainment can go on now.
Yes.
My response on Twitter, and I got dragged for it that day. My response on Twitter was, matter of fact, I don't even want to misquote myself. I want to make sure I give you the exact tweet. My tweet said, everybody been complaining about the elevated cost of living, but ready for a party. Kareem, I got dragged that day on Twitter.
Yeah.
Everybody, they were calling me pocket police. They were saying, yo, first of all, you know I make videos with my mother. Somebody tweets and says, yo, I knew this youth had bad vibes from day one. And people messaging me like, yo, how dare you equate the cost of living to us actually enjoying our lives?
Because it's okay.
I was just like, first of all, what I said made sense. Y'all were saying that the world is too expensive for you to live in.
And still is.
But you're willing to spend out 10 grand on a party right away?
Had 30 grand, 40 grand. I mean, come on.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know, like a breakfast day party, them kind of vibes.
Yeah.
You're willing to drop 20 grand, but you're going to
yeah.
complain next week, say your light bill high? Come on.
I don't come in to come and look.
Right? So when you said that you will take it there on social media, one thing I can promise you about Tanya's son, you will never see him back and forth with nobody on social media.
I mean,
you know
not right
why?
now. Not for me. Not right now.
You know why? Because you're on social media, to me, you don't really exist, you know.
And they don't.
To me, you're a figment of whatever, my imagination, the world, whatever it is. You on Twitter or you on the internet in a whole,
Yeah.
you will say anything you want. If you book me in person, you're not saying that.
Bro, I've had people who've said some egregious things about me on social media and I blocked them. Which bear in mind, on Twitter, I have over 1,000 people blocked. I kid you not, I can actually show you before this video has concluded, over 1,000.
1,000.
Okay, here's the thing, I block by association. So if you make a tweet about me, you know,
Yeah.
and people me know personally or you know, have interacted with, them I like it, them not comment, but them I like it, because
Yeah,
them feel like someone not gonna see the likes.
I agree, yeah.
I go through the likes and I'm gonna block you.
Yeah,
Now,
I can see that.
for me, they've tried me every other month. I
Yeah.
kid you not, they've cancelled me.
So what tweets have you made that have gotten you like
Okay, so
that kind of heat?
okay, so back then, and I've said this before, there was this one girl whom, and sincerely, genuinely, I must say it really helped me. She almost committed suicide.
Okay.
And she removed herself from social media and her mother actually DM'd me about it.
Yeah.
Like, you know, it was because of you and your cult following. My daughter is
I wouldn't call them a cult, but yo, the one thing
I love
the
them.
Boyatingz following.
I love them. Things Nation, I love them, but
Yeah.
that is the only thing, maybe one or maybe three things that I've done on social media that I would say I regretted.
What did you do?
She just said something about me, and back then for me, if you are in my mentions in any way, shape, or form, yeah, time on.
Come on.
I used to get up every day and torment your soul.
Okay.
For 40 days and 40 nights, like Jesus Christ, but that's asking.
Oh,
I need that.
you were toxic.
I used to get up every day and make my point of duty for you to have a bad day because I'm just like, you provoke me. You're gonna just say, oh, I ate him red hot. And me, I'm gonna tell you, say, I ate the whole family. And I'm gonna find things about your family and talk about every day. But that was just back then, I'm sorry. Right?
Back in the day, you wouldn't pull your punches, you would clap back. Right?
I was the clapback king.
Okay, clapback king. So I've got some clapbacks for you right now.
Oh my god!
I've got some clapbacks. So
Someone
before-
please.
I'm gonna start here. Now, on Twitter, people you say will come for your head sometimes, right? Pause.
Very plausible at this point.
I'm gonna turn my computer towards you.
Yeah.
I need you to explain to me why you're such a meme. You ready? Explain this. So, for those of you who might not know, Jamaica's experiencing a cold front right now, and they posted this picture of Kareem, and the caption is "cold front in Jamaica," and Jamaican Twitter be like?
I'll just say if anybody knows me, does know that I used to be outside. I was a promoter. I just used I
Kareem,
still
nothing
do.
excuses what you have on.
No.
You look like
Hear me out.
You look like a mix between the Scarecrow and the Penguin from Batman.
And Jon Snow.
And Jon Snow.
That was New Year's Eve. That was going to Shansi and Nino's party the estate. And for me,
Kareem,
I'm not wearing a regular suit, Simon.
Nothing in Jamaica excuses what
Let me
you
tell you
have on.
something. When you have fashion, nothing. I don't feel no heat. I am the heat. Okay? That.
Yes, you must have been hot wearing this.
I have to stand out. I'm not going in a regular suit like no boy. I feel like say, that in the moment of, but as I said to myself, how can you show out and be Kareem? At that time was Kareem Big Dreams, and that was it.
I need to know how many birds died for the sake of that dress.
A lot of John Crows.
A lot of Jack Crow.
But I feel like really hot. No pun
You must
intended.
have been hot. You must have been sweating.
You know the funny thing, every time I wear something like this, I don't sweat. I condition my mind that you're the coolest guy here.
No, Kareem.
You're in New York.
Looking at this made me start sweating.
I mean, I looked good.
I'll take your word for it. Okay. Alright, last but not least, the infamous KareemBwoyatingz post. The infamous meme on Twitter. This is the meme that you post when it says, my caption for it would have been, this is me falling for my girl every time. You ready for it? Here you go.
I'm not, because I know exactly what you're going to play.
You know what I'm playing.
Ready? Let's go. Sprint! Full on!
Kareem.
Full on! Lift your leg. What?
You know what, guys? Mental health is so important. I've spoken out about my mental health journey. And obviously, Simon doesn't care about my mental health.
I don't care.
As an advocate for mental health, I really believe that this is, you're evoking my PTSD, and I really don't appreciate that. You know, how can you have me here on your, channel, on your platform, to speak negatively about something that I was traumatized about?
Kareem, it brings tears to my eyes, bro.
So my demise is funny too?
It wasn't your demise. First of all,
Me falling in some bushes is
not
funny
even
too?
bushes. When the police said them escaping to nearby bushes, then play your video.
So me falling and I could almost die is funny? I'm just asking, Simon.
I've waited so long for this moment.
So that's why you gave me these drinks
I'm trying to get you loose.
to butter me up.
Pause. I'm trying to get you loose.
Oh
Oh, my
no!
stomach
I'll just
is
say
hurting.
that, I feel so embarrassed right now. It's just so funny.
I would apologize, but then I
What
keep
is so
on
funny
playing the
about
video.
this?
And it just keeps
I
on.
could lose my life.
First of all, I've been running a mountain sprint. You're not losing your life for that. So I need to just give for clarity, give the viewers the backstory. What was happening here?
I'm still going to therapy for this. I got a therapy, but hold on. Take two.
Yeah, go on.
I still go to therapy for this. I am still traumatized about this, and my therapist, had me in her chair every week, once a week. And for you to be laughing, I am so traumatized, and I can't believe that my downfall is so funny to you. As a friend of mine, I am still going through, recovering from this mentally. And I just can't believe that my demise is so funny, and I'm so taken aback by this at this point. Can I have some tissues, please? It's right there. It's right there. It's right there. Thank you.
Knowing me, there was a slow zoom into my face while you were talking a while
I'm
ago.
just so sad.
That might have been
Can I have some sad music,
Kareem.
please?
That video might have been the
Can you insert
funniest
some
thing.
sad music for me?
I will insert
thank
some sad
you.
music
I'm
for you.
just so...
Wait, let's give it some. Look sad. Sad music starting in 3.
I just can't
2.
believe that you're talking about this, bro. I'm really so distraught. Right.
Yeah.
You really brought me on your show to talk about this. I am.
It had to be done.
I'm so distraught. I just can't believe that you.
All I want to say is that you deserve everything that's happening to you right now.
My tears.
Everything.
I see that fall in my sleep,
Yeah.
beloved.
So do I.
And you don't take me serious.
It brings me joy every night. I wake up with a smile on my face.
I've been fighting all my life. I had to fight for this.
I don't care what Harpo did to you. You deserve this. Do better. Simply do better. Okay. Well, I'm sorry I had to be brought to you this way, but it needed to
Talk
be
about
done.
it now.
It's fine. Yeah.
An evil person by the name of Patrice J. White. She brought me to the mountains to fend for myself.
You mean to work out?
To fend for myself.
You mean to exercise?
And I had to fight for my life.
Uh-huh.
With a tie on my back.
Yeah. There was no tie on your back in that.
I was trying to free myself from mental slavery. Robert Nesta Morgan.
All right, guys. So
What for that movie?
that was excellent. That was excellent.
But let me just say, before that clip, I really did have tires on my back.
Did you?
Okay? Patrice gave me legs on a Friday night.
Yeah.
My legs were oodles and noodles. Okay?
We could tell. We could tell. We saw that. We actually saw the noodles. They ended
And
up
then
in
she
bushes.
said, "Run up the hill." I said, "What hill?"
Kate Bush.
I felt like I was freeing my slaves.
Yeah. You were a maroon.
And I had to do it for my people.
You were a maroon.
You know? And
Nani and you were like this.
I mean, she's my great aunt. And I had to do it for my people. And I said to myself,
Wait,
self.
pause. Do you also catch bullets with... Never mind. Never mind. Ignore that. That is it. That was the show.
Firstly, I had more fun than I expected. And it's not because of the drinks that you provided.
Yeah, no, it's not alcohol.
But does somebody feel like, you know, it was going to be like this, but it was a vibe. It was a vibe.
So that's the point of the show. It's not to be like... That's why I said... I always said from day one, I don't want to have a podcast. A podcast is not me.
Right.
Because I'm somebody like, you have to see my face. Like, I think my expressions is what sells everything. So, a podcast to me just isn't it.
Yeah.
But this show is something that I think I enjoy doing this, and it's something that can be fun.
I
And
enjoyed it.
hope you guys enjoy watching as well. But
I
yeah.
did. It was one of my best interviews of all time, and I've been doing this for eons. At this point.
Oh,
Factual.
there you go.
No lies.
So
No
I
lies.
wanted to make this one again. I wanted to be my P's and Q's. I wanted to make sure that this one was the one that I can say, yo, I did this right. And that's why I had to have you.
It was good, bro. Like, we spoke about track and field, we spoke about social media, we spoke about my podcasts and my radio shows.
And you falling into bushes.
I'm gonna have to call my therapist.
Yeah, sorry.
Sorry,
That's my fault.
I feel like
That's my fault. That was
I'm
uncalled
gonna have
for.
to go twice.
No, that was uncalled for. 'Cause you're being genuine. That's my fault. I'm the asshole.
I just saw.
It's okay to want to be respected. I apologize for.
Can we
not.
put the cameras, please?
Yeah, that's okay. We're done. Guys, if you. Sorry, more tissue for you. If you. There you go. Guys, I hope you enjoyed the episode. I'm sorry for Kareem's tears, but y'all know the vibes already. Go into the comment section, comment whatever it is that you want to comment. It's always fun. Like and subscribe to the channel, sir. Your tears are interrupting my outro. That's what I'm saying. Control yourself. Like and subscribe. Make sure you guys comment all the good stuff. Subscribe to Kareem as well. You're not disappointed. It's his Boyatingz podcast. Hilarious. And if you're on Twitter, y'all know hashtag Boyatingz. Boyatingz Nation. Big up on yourselves. We're out of here. Thank you for enjoying the episode. We'll see you next time.
Thank you for having me, bro.
Are you sure? Cause
Yeah, I'm gonna go to church.
you should. You should. Sorry. Well, thanks for making the ending awkward. I just didn't think you'd be crying when we were done. That's what she said. He said. They said.
Can I leave?
Yeah, no, you're good. Yeah.
Are you having fun?
I'm having a great time, actually.
Can I send you my therapist bill?
No. Actually, don't call me after this.
I've used all my napkins.
Yeah.
But thank you, I guess, for making me cry on a Sunday.
Yeah, no, the thing is that every time the police come on the TV and them say escape in my bushes, I think about you. So
You know what? I'm out of here.
guys, we're gone.